Hello, Jay here. Welcome to Beginning Guitar Chapter 9. Okay, let's start off with some chords. Today we're going to learn E6 and A minor 7. Okay, for your E6, I'm going to give you a couple different choices for this one. The first one is just your regular E major, and we're going to add our pinky. So for your regular E major, you're going to have the open 6th string, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 5th string, ring fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, index is on the 1st fret 3rd string, and then we're going to add our pinky to the 2nd fret on the 2nd string with your open 1st string. And what we're doing is we're including the 6th note of the major scale. This is going to be a C sharp in the key of E, and that's what makes it into an E6 chord. So 6 chords are kind of nice extensions, puts a little color on your E major. Always a nice choice if you want to add a little flavor. Okay, now for a second E6, this is going to be just a smaller version of this chord. I'm going to just start on the 4th string with my middle finger on the 2nd fret. Index is 1st fret 3rd string. Ring finger gets the 2nd fret 2nd string, and then just open 1st string and come in from your 4th string. So just be selective for this one, only those 4 strings. Okay, now for an A minor 7, I'm going to have a few different options here. When we do a minor 7 chord, we're going to include the flat 7th. So in this key of A minor, we're going to include the note G, and that's our flat 7 in the key of A. G sharp would have been our normal natural 7, so we flatted that note, and we're going to include it in this chord. Okay, so for the first example, I'm going to have my open 6th and 5th string, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string, index is on the 1st fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. I want to point out for your A minor 7, you can also have your thumb over the top of the neck and mute your low 6th string. If you don't want to have your open 6th string ringing that whole time and just have your A string as your lowest note, that's a good sound for sure. Okay, now another way to play your A minor 7, do the same chord and then add your pinky to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Now we're going to add a high G to this chord. Okay, so I've got my open 5th, open 6th, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string, index is 1st fret 2nd string, and then pinky grabs the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So this chord's got 2 G's in there, open 3rd string, and that high G. Okay, now a third way to play this is just to do your standard A minor chord. So now I've got my middle finger, 2nd fret 4th string, ring finger, 2nd fret 3rd string, index 1st fret 2nd string, and then add that pinky to the 3rd fret 1st string. That's another way to play A minor 7. This chapter strum pattern is going to have some 8th notes and a quarter note. We're going to do 8th notes for the first 3 beats and a quarter note on beat 4. For your 8th notes, I'm going to recommend a down-up strum, and your quarter note just a down strum. So when you see the box without a bottom, that's a down strum, and an arrow pointing down is an up strum. Okay, now here's the pattern without a chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just be playing each of these one time, but I recommend to repeat them 4 to 8 times and check out some different tempos, slow, medium, and fast. Okay, grab your E6, and we're going to go 4 bars for number 1 with our pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. For number 2, we're going to go 4 bars of A minor 7 with our pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here's number 2 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, for number 3, we're going to have an 8-bar progression. We're going to go 4 bars of E6 into 4 bars of A minor 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. number 4, we're going to go 2 bars of E6 into 2 bars of A minor 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, for number 5, we're going to go 1 bar of E6 into 1 bar of regular E major, and then repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. Now your regular E major is just open 6th string, middle finger is 2nd fret 5th string, ring finger is 2nd fret 4th string, index is 1st fret 3rd string, and then open first 2 strings. Okay, now for this switch, all I'm going to do is have my pinky down for the E6, and then just remove it for regular E major. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. For number 6, we're going to go a bar of regular A minor into a bar of A minor 7, and then repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. For your regular A minor, that's going to be just middle fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, ring fingers on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and then index is on the 1st fret 2nd string. You could have all your other open strings. So to make that switch to my A minor 7, I'm just going to remove my ring finger. Okay, here goes number 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. For number 7, we're going to start off with an E6 for 2 bars with our normal pattern. Then we're going to switch it to a D minor with normal pattern on bar 3, and then we'll have a whole note on bar 4. That's a chord lasting for 4 beats. For your D minor, 1st finger 1st fret 1st string, ring fingers 3rd fret 2nd string, middle finger 2nd fret 3rd string, and then you can have your open 5th and 4th string. Okay, here comes number 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. Here's number 7 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 8, we're going to go 2 bars of A minor 7. We'll have our normal pattern on bar 1. On bar 2, we're going to have a couple beats of 8th notes and then a half note for beats 3 and 4. That's a chord lasting for 2 beats. Switch it to a G major with normal pattern on bar 3. And then on bar 4, we're going to have a half note rest for the first 2 beats and then a quarter note rest on beat 3. So we won't play anything for the first 3 beats, and then we'll just do a quarter note on beat 4. Okay, for your G major, middle finger 3rd fret 6th string, index finger is 2nd fret 5th string, open 2 middle strings, ring fingers 3rd fret 2nd string, and then pinky is your 3rd fret on the 1st string. Okay, now you can also do a mini G if you want. That's just index finger 3rd fret on your 1st string, and then open 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Okay, here comes number 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4. Rest, 2, 3. Okay, for number 9, we're going to start off with an E6 with normal pattern on bar 1. We'll have a whole note rest on bar 2. That means we'll rest for all 4 beats. We're going to switch it to a C major on bar 3 with normal pattern. And then on bar 4, we'll have normal pattern but a quarter note rest on beat 4. For your C major, going to have ring finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, middle finger is on the 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string, index is 1st fret 2nd string, open 1st string, and then make some contact with your ring finger, and you can mute your low 6th string, or have your thumb up top the neck, and you can mute that low 6th string that way too. Okay, here comes number 9. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Okay, for the last one, number 10, we're going to start off with an A minor 7. We're going to have 2 half notes for the first bar. That's 2 chords lasting for 2 beats. On bar 2, we'll have 2 beats of eighth notes and then a half note rest for beats 3 and 4. We won't play anything. Switch it to an E minor on bar 3, normal pattern. And then on bar 4, we'll have normal pattern but with a quarter note rest on beat 1. For your E minor, just middle finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, ring finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, all open strings. Okay, here comes number 10. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and rest, rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Rest. Here's number 10 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 4. Rest, rest. Rest. Okay, for this chapter scales, we're going to do the open position E major scale and open position A minor scale. Now we've done some pentatonics for our majors and our minors. Now we're going to do a full major scale for this chapter. The pentatonics grabbed 5 notes from this major scale. Now we're just going to play all of our 7 notes, and then the 8th note is the octave. First of all, let's name our notes for E major scale. It's going to be an E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and a D sharp, leading us back to E. On your 6th string, we're going to go open 2-4. On your 5th string, it's an open 2-4. And then on your 4th string, it's a 1-2. Now to descend, we're just going to go right back down on our scale. We won't hit that octave 2 times. We'll just go right to our 1st fret on the 4th string. And then 5th string is a 4-2 open. And then 6th string is a 4-2 open. Okay, a couple finger suggestions. When I go open 2-4 on the 6th string, I can use my index finger for the 2nd and the 4th fret. Or I can use my index finger and my ring finger, so index gets 2nd fret, and then ring finger gets the 4th fret. Okay, now when I go to my 4th string, I could use my index for the 1st fret and my middle finger for the 2nd fret, or I can just use my index for both of those. So I'll just be throwing out some suggestions, but check out your other fingers too, or you could just use your index finger, no problem. Also for picking, you could just go all down picks for all these notes, and then we will be exploring some alternate picking too. Scale up and down, 3, 4. Okay, for number 2, we're going to hit each note 3 times. This will sound like an 8th note triplet. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. We're going to take our E major scale up 2 octaves. So let's do what we've already done. 6th string, open 2-4. 5th string, open 2-4. On the 4th string, it's a 1-2. That 2nd fret is your 1st octave for E. Now we're going to keep going. Go to your 4th fret on the same string. On the 3rd string, we'll just go 1-2. On your 2nd string, open 2-4. And then open 1st string. And that's the note E. That's your 2nd octave. Now coming back down, we'll go 4-2 open, 2nd string. 2-1 on your 3rd string, 4-1 on the 4th string, 4-2 open 5th string, 4-2 open 6th string. Now when I descend this scale, a couple finger suggestions. On the 4th string, when I go 4-2-1, I can go ring, index, index. That's a nice way to do that move. Here's that scale up and down, 3, 4. Open position A minor scale. Okay, the notes of A minor are all natural. It's an A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to an A. Okay, now we're going to start off on the 5th string, open 2-3. I'm using my index and my middle for that. Same frets, open 2-3 on the 4th string. And then 3rd string is an open 2. Takes us to the note A, that's our 1st octave. Coming back down, open 3rd string. 3-2 open 4th string. 3-2 open 5th string. Here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. We're going to hit each note 3 times. It'll sound like eighth note triplets. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. For number 6, we're going to take the scale up 2 octaves. Let's do what we've already done. Open 2, 3, 5th string. Open 2, 3, 4th string. Open 2, 3rd string. Takes us to our first octave. Let's keep going. 2nd string, open 1, 3. And then on our 1st string, we'll go open 1, 3, 5. Takes us up to our high A. That's our 2nd octave. Let's come on back down. 3, 1, open 1st string. 3, 1, open 2nd string. 2, open 3rd string. 3, 2, open 4th string, and then 3, 2, open 5th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, I always recommend to jam and improvise with your chords and your scales. I'm going to play some E6 and then improvise with some E major scale. So first of all, start off with some chords. You can strum anything you like, any kind of tempo. Some chords. And then some scales. Back to some chords. Some more scales. Okay, now I'm going to do the same concept with an A minor 7 and some A minor scale. Some chords. And some scales. Back to some chords. A little more scales. For this chapter study, we're going to learn some hammer-ons and pull-offs. Okay, these are a couple techniques that basically give us a legato sound, and that's going to be a fluid sound between our notes as opposed to picking every note and being more of a staccato sound of a separate attack for each note, if you will. Okay, now when you see an arc over a couple notes, or it could be several notes, that's going to indicate either a hammer-on or a pull-off or a combination of both. And if it's ascending in notes, like an open 2, that would be a hammer-on. And if it's descending, like a 2 to open, that would be more like a pull-off. Okay, now for our definition of a hammer-on, it's going to be achieved by using our fretting hand and bringing down a finger to produce a note after initial note is struck. I've got my thumb on the back of the neck for some pressure to help out my hammer-ons. So let's go ahead and try some. Okay, now for number 1, I'm going to start with just hitting my open 6th string, and then I'm going to hammer on to my 2nd fret on the same string. Okay, so picking the first note, and then just kind of slam your finger down to get that 2nd note. You can use your index, your middle, any finger can do it. I'll be using more of my index finger and middle for some of these single combinations like that. I'll be also just repeating these 4 times, but I recommend repeat them 4 to 8 times. Do them several times, they go pretty quick. Okay, so here's number 1. Okay, for number 2, we're gonna go 2 to 4 on the 6th string. I'm gonna use my index finger and then I'm gonna hammer on with my ring finger. So I'm keeping my index finger down the whole time. For number 3, we're gonna go open 2 on the 5th string. For number 4, open 2 on the 4th string. 5 is open 2 on the 3rd string. 6 is 1 to 3 on the 2nd string. 7 is open 2 on the 1st string. 8 is open 3 on the 1st string. Okay, now if we do the opposite concept, we're going to have a pull-off. So a pull-off is achieved in the fretting hand by switching from a higher note to a lower note on one string without re-picking it. Okay, let's go ahead and try some. Now for number 9, we're going to go 2 to open on the low 6th string. And what I recommend for your pull-offs is pull them off in a downward motion so that you can get that skin to trigger that note, as opposed to coming straight off of it. Or if you come up towards your head, you can get a pull off, but depending on what string you're on, it might also trigger some other strings. So some of this also is about having our right hand in position so that we can also mute some strings if they get triggered. Okay, so for number 9, it's gonna sound like this. Okay, for number 10, we're gonna go 3 open. I'm gonna use my middle for this on the 6th string. Number 11 is 2 open on the 5th string. 12 is 2 open on the 4th string. 13 is 2 open 3rd string. Number 14 is 3 to 1 on the 2nd string. Now for that one, I've got my index finger down this whole time. I'm just gonna pull off with my ring back to my index. Okay, number 15 is 2 to open on the 1st string. And then number 16 is 3 to open on the 1st string. Okay, now for number 17 and the next numbers, we're gonna do some combinations. Okay, now for number 17, we're gonna do 2 hammer-ons in a row. We're gonna go open 2, 4 on the 3rd string, and I'm gonna use my index and my ring finger. So I'm gonna pick my open 3rd string, and then do 2 hammer-ons with my index and my ring. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same concept on the 4th string for number 18. Open 2, 4. For number 19, I'm going to go to the 5th string and go open 1, 2. I'm going to use my index in my middle. For number 20, we're going to do 2 pull-offs in a row. We're going to go 4, 2 open on the 3rd string. I'm going to have my ring finger ready for the 1st note, which I'll pick. I'm going to have my index finger already down on the 2nd fret for that 1st pull-off. And then pulling off to open string. Okay, for 21, we're gonna do the same concept, 4, 2 open on the 4th string. And then 22, we're gonna go 2, 1 open on the 5th string. I'm gonna go middle to index to open. Okay, now for the last numbers, we're going to do a combination of hammer-ons and pull-offs. For number 23, we're going to go open 3 open on the low 6th string. So I'm going to hammer on to my 3rd fret and then pull it off from there. So only picking the 1st note. Okay, for number 24, we're going to go open 2 open on the 5th string. That's a combination of a hammer-on to a pull-off. Okay, for number 25, we're going to go 2, 4, 2 on the third string, I'm going to start with my index, I'm going to hammer on with my ring finger and then pull that off. For number 26, we're going to do a pull off to a hammer-on combination. I'm going to go 2, open 2 on the third string. For number 27, I'm going to go 3, open 3 on the second string. Okay, for the last one, number 28, we're going to do a trill. So that's when we just hit the first note, and then I'm just going to keep repeating hammer-ons and pull-offs, and it's going to sound like this. Open 2, open on the fourth string. Now you could start off nice and slow, and then start to get a little quicker, and you'll get that trill sound. You can try out some different fingers too if you want. Thank you so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you for Chapter 10. Take care.